Thank you for tuning in to This Week in Poker. Spring is here, the weather is warming up, and that means it's time for Card Player TV to return to the Playboy Mansion for the annual Celebrity Poker Tournament and auction to support the Urban Health Institute. We couldn't have held the event during the winter months or else the Playmates might have caught a chill. Last year, everybody had a great time. Check out the video right here on Card Player TV.
On May 17th, we'll be at the mansion, and you can be too. For $500, you can gain entry into the legendary grounds, and for $1,500, you can play in the tournament. Last year, the tournament was chopped between Shannon Elizabeth and Steve Daneman. Doyle and Todd Brunson have already confirmed that they will be there this year, and the winner of the tournament will be awarded a seat into the 2008 World Series of Poker main event. Visit uhievents.org if you want to get into the action.
There will also be other casino games like blackjack and craps, so be sure to bring your wallet. If you're not in the mood to gamble, you can take a guided tour of the estate given by a Playboy Playmate. Remember to bring your bathing suit so you can even hop into the grotto for a swim. The event is co-sponsored by Card Player and will be providing exclusive video coverage.
At Bellagio, the preliminary events of the 5-Star World Poker Classic are underway. The first tournament, which had a $2,000 buy-in, was won by Mike Chow. Chow earned almost $140,000 for taking it down. Michael Mizrachi took 7th in that event, which is reminiscent of his recent finish at the World Poker Challenge. Tomorrow's tournament begins at noon and it has a $5,000 buy-in.
Bellagio has scheduled a total of 14 preliminary events leading up to the $25,000 buy-in World Poker Tour Championship. That tournament begins on April 19th and runs through the 26th. The World Poker Tour Ladies Championship also takes place at Bellagio during this series. It begins on April 13th and has a $2,000 buy-in.
In other World Poker Tour news, the Foxwoods Poker Classic began today at noon Eastern Time. The preliminary events have had huge turnouts, and that means that the $10,000 championship event will likely boast an impressive prize pool. Last year, 415 players entered, and that built a first-place prize of more than $1.2 million.
The World Poker Challenge in Reno wrapped up last week, and Lee Markholt emerged as the newest World Poker Tour champion. For defeating Brian Devonshire during heads-up play, Markholt earned almost $500,000.
Markholt is at Foxwoods today trying to score back-to-back WPT wins, but Lizzie caught up with him yesterday to discuss the tournament in Reno.
So Lee, here you are, you're at the airport on your way to Connecticut for Foxwoods, but first we need to talk about your last trip to Reno. What was it like to take down your first WPT event?
It felt so good to finally win one, you know. I was been getting close for so long and had big chips late in tournaments and finally closed one, so it feels great.
Was there anything different about your game in this event, or were things just going your way?
Well, I changed my game plan a little bit where once I got a big stack, I avoided playing big pots. I just kind of built my stack, and I was really, the whole tournament, I was only played really 2 big pots. I got one double up on day 1, and then early on day 3 I got a big double up. Other than those 2 pots, I never really played any big pots and just kind of chipped up. And that was the game plan.
So you've cashed in so many WPT events. Once you made it to the money, what were you thinking? Like, what was your game plan to get all the way to that final table and take it down?
Yeah, you know, after I busted Phil Ivey, because he was on my immediate left, and I didn't want Phil to have chips on my left.
Definitely not.
In the butt. So once I busted Phil, I just felt I was going to win the tournament. I was really confident, and I had position on a couple of the other aggressive players at the table. You know, and then Grinder went out in 7th. At that point, you know, I was very confident I was going to win the tournament.
So how did the final table go for you?
You know, it just kind of went as planned. I kept playing the same way I'd been playing, picked my spots. I busted a short stack early.
Always helpful.
And after that, things just kind of went my way. And, you know, at the end when I got heads up, it only lasted 2 hands. And I think Brian Brian thought I was making a move, and
he thought you were going to take him out quickly, I heard.
Yeah, I think.
Or you were going to try to.
I was to his left for the last 2 days, and he really didn't like that, and he, you know, he just thought I was going to run him over when we got heads up, so I think he was just making a stand, but he just picked a bad time to do it.
Definitely. So he folded on the first hand of heads up play. You got a walk, and then the second hand of heads up play, flop was 2, 3, 4, and would you have a Jack 4?
I had the Jack 4. Yeah, I just limped on the button, called on the button with the Jack 4, and he checked out the blind. The flop came 4-3 deuce with 2 spades, and he led out, and I just smooth called him, pretty sure that I had the best hand. Waiting to see what happened on the turn. On the turn, a Jack comes, and I'm loving it.
He's drawing dead at that point with his 8-4?
Yeah, he was drawn dead, and now he led again. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I thought he had like a pair and a straight draw. So I wanted to put in a big bet. And so I put in a good-sized raise, and he moved in on me. So it all worked out great.
Definitely. Congratulations on that, Lee. You definitely deserved it.
Yeah, thank you, Lizzie.
So now you're on your way to Foxwoods. You're looking to make back-to-back World Poker Tour titles?
That's right. I plan on doing it again at Foxwoods. So I'm playing great right now, playing with a lot of confidence, and I'm just going to keep it rolling.
Well, how do you manage to stay focused when you travel so much and you are playing so many events? How do you get to Foxwoods and play your A game again?
Well, I was home for the last 4 or 5 days.
All right.
So I actually got a good rest. I went straight home after Reno and rested up and been working out and got my mind straight, and I feel good and ready for Foxwoods.
Great. Well, good luck there, Lee. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lizzie.
In European poker tournament news, the EPT event in San Remo, Italy is underway and the final table will play out tomorrow. Please visit the live update section on cardplayer.com for more on that event. Once that tournament comes to an end, there's only one remaining event that will take place in this season of the EPT, and that's the grand final in Monte Carlo, Monaco.
Card Player TV will be there, along with the Card Player Tournament reporting team, to provide you with the full coverage that you've come to expect from us. The €10,000 buy-in grand final begins on April 12th and runs through the 17th. If you want to play, be sure to register early because the event will be capped at 1,000 players. Last year it was won by an American, Gavin Griffin. On a side note, Griffin now personally answers questions from Card Player readers. If you have something to ask him, shoot an email to gg@cardplayer.com.
In overseas tournament news, the Norwegian Poker Championships have been moved to England. The tournament will be held at the Dusk Till Dawn Poker Club in Nottingham. The move was the result of the legislative difficulties that arose when they discussed holding the Norwegian Poker Championships in Norway. The 8-day tournament series will feature a variety of games.
And that sums up This Week in Poker. I'm Lizzie Harrison.
And I'm Christina for Card Player TV.